to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
A nice run here early on. It didn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down, here's Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Cincinnati Bengals.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Ross, complete.
Burrow's pass.
3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Burrow will throw. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
The 19-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his target.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun to give to Mixon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he stopped immediately there.
Joe Mixon.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd.
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
He gets this one to Boyd. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. It's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And Burrow going to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Chris Moore on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Jackson from the shotgun. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach,
For Cincinnati.
the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he's been able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
Calais Campbell on the stop.
22-yard line.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for the Bengals. 46 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brought down at the 20.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you...
It got his man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and now it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Back to Brown, this time complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Ravens get a bit closer.
But if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A handoff to Mixon. A gain of 3, second down.
Ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 39. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back now in Cincinnati.
31.
It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll give it to Mixon. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. And the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
For Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On the counter, Ingram. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Ingram, the ball carrier.
A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
9-yard gain on the play.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. From the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Burrow, 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Randy Bullock on for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. So on the big tight end, Holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without Holding.
Now Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He's across midfield.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Jackson now. Wide open receiver complete.
Jackson.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They shakes him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
21, Mark Ingram.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
It's a gain of a yard. And
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Carlos Dunlap able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
he's tackled.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On the carry.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
On the stop. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line. Today's final score. Bengals.
So this one in the win.